Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the brand new GRAU Oophaga blueprint. This is a brand new blueprint unlocked in the Season 6 Battle Pass, and I gotta be honest, I think this thing is really good. I'll be the first to tell you, I'm sure you guys are looking at the gameplay like, is this guy really running a scope on the GRAU? Yes, I am. This is the first time I've ever put a scope on the GRAU, and I think it is actually really good. Maybe it's just this specific blueprint. Obviously this specific blueprint is meant for medium to long range, so I thought by throwing that scope on there I'd mix it up and see if it was worth it, and I surely think that it's worth it. I think it's really good, extremely accurate, and deals a lot of damage. What you guys are watching right now is me demonstrate what this specific class setup is going to play like, so you guys can get an idea of how it plays before you actually throw on these attachments and use it yourself. So hopefully you guys get a little bit of a better understanding of what you're going to get with this specific class setup. So if you guys take a look at the attachments that we're going to be using, we're not going to be using a muzzle. The barrel that we're going to be using is the Tempest 26.4 inch Archangel. I think this is probably the most popular barrel with the GRAU because it is the best for damage, range, and control. As you guys can see, we get massive boosts to all three of those, with damage, range, bullet velocity, and recoil control as our pros. But again, the Tempest 26.4 inch Archangel. We're not going to be using a laser. Now, the optic that we're going to be using is the Corp Combat Hollow Sight. This is obviously great for medium to long range. One thing that I would highly recommend doing with this optic is throwing on the blue laser. If you guys don't already have the blue laser reticle unlocked, I would highly recommend getting that for the ARs. It helps significantly in Warzone, and it's much easier to see people with this scope. So the blue dot for this Corp Combat Holographic is the optic that we're going to be using. We're not going to be using a stock. Now, the underbarrel that we're using is the Commando foregrip. This is great because we're not losing more ADS speed and we're getting recoil stabilization as our pro. Keep in mind the aiming stability pro here doesn't really affect this weapon because we don't have idle sway on these ARs. So essentially we're just getting recoil stabilization. But again, the Commando foregrip, great underbarrel to use for pretty much any weapon in this game. The ammunition that we're running is the 60 round mag. Now, this came with the original blueprint. I decided to leave this on. Obviously, a lot of people are going to probably try using this thing in Warzone. And the 60 round mag is always a great way to go in Warzone for pretty much all ARs. So leaving it on here helps a lot. If you're playing like Search and Destroy or something, you don't necessarily need the 60 round mag, but it is nice if you're just kind of shooting from long distance and trying to hit multiple people. It's always great to have on. And last but not least, the rear grip that we're using is the FTAC R89 rubber. This is going to give you recoil control. The only con is aiming stability, which would, like I just said, doesn't affect the weapon whatsoever. So essentially we're getting free recoil control with this attachment. But again, the FTAC R89 rubber rear grip. But I'll give you guys one last look at all the stats and attachments that come with this specific GRAU Oophaga class setup. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add about this specific class setup, please make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to try to help some of you guys out. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.